before you go. Oh man! Oh, we'll see if I can get it. No. Hey, what's up, everybody? Though, how y'all feeling today?
Good.
I'm listening to Frankie J, watching my comics. L to the P, breaking down my comics with Midnight Assassin.
And in Revelation, my comics gets down with no hesitation. My comics keeps me entertained. My comics animates your brain. Oh,
Yo, so if y'all don't know, give a shout out to a Real Revelation. He actually is the architect of the song that y'all hear come on all the time. So go check out his channel at Real Revelation. We'll put it up in the bottom here in a moment.
We got something new that I think y'all gonna like. I know my son's liking it, so
Good.
The Real Revelation.
But man, this creature Commandos.
Whew, man.
I had to really. I liked it. It had me in my feelings, but hey, I heard. Oh, I'm gonna let y'all say some stuff first, cause I've heard some takes that had me over here raging. Like, did you watch the same show? I don't know.
So let me go back. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched 5.5 episodes today. And I'm sold. I'm sold on Creature Commandos right now. And listen, I'm gonna say this first. James Gunn back in the day is a piece of shit. All right, because of his text and how he was coming off and all that kind of stuff. But also at the same time, I see the pros of his stuff. And with the Creature Commandos, it was a lot of lines in there, a lot of things that happened in the Creature Commandos that only a person that sees true life will imitate true life. Nina Skursky's hers, in school. Yeah, and so I also like, before I get too far into it, to give James Gunn his props. The first episode, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of, I felt like it was Guardians of the Galaxy, but now it's like, okay, I can do these, because guess what? What he did for me throughout these episodes, and I didn't watch the 6th episode to the end. I had to stop it because I had to eat real fast and get ready. But let me say this: y'all can spoil it, because you ain't gonna spoil it for me, baby. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. I see things through my own eyes. Anyways,
I feel the same way. Unless it's somebody that's gonna say it like spoil it in a way that it's like, okay, I'm gonna end up seeing that. You know what I mean? If I end up seeing it the same way you do, then don't tell me nothing about it, so I can see it fresh. Because most of the time, I'm like, you can say what you want, or even in shows, I can see the last few episodes, and if it's good, that's gonna make me want to go back to the beginning.
Exactly.
And see how we got there.
And to be honest with y'all, I'm gonna tell you, here in 27 minutes, we're not gonna really be able to get into Creature Commandos like we should, because it's so much going on. I like the fact of each episode gave us one of the characters' backstories. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was real nice. I want to see what Cersei's backstory is. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't get that. I want to see what Rick Flag's backstory is, and how they frame that for us away from the comic books. So literally, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I gotta give it, if it's 5 stars, they got 5 stars from me. And another thing is the animation is good. I can give you a bunch of don't likes, but my don't likes won't come from the show personally. It'll come from the hypocrites who watch the show and then compare other shows against the show, as in a take that I'm going to do tomorrow at some point. It's a lot of people just mad with Howard the Duck and what's the girl he had sex with and called it bestiality. Then some
Darcy.
People, Yeah, Darcy.
Darcy.
People brought up Vision and Wanda, but here it is. What we watched Dr. Frankenstein do with a reanimated alive girl.
Man, no, but I hear what you're saying, cause he's weird. It's like he's funny, but he's clearly a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think there's no redemption arc for him.
Mm-mm.
But I know I believe he's going to end up, of course, joining the crew. You know?
Well, so again, the bride says it throughout the show several times, and she says, "You have monsters now. Now you see." Like when Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus took out Cersei, I was seeing people online like, "Yo, how that even happen?" Like Weasel took her off guard, like Weasel is on her, and then you got Dr. Phosphorus come through before she can even get her hands up. And I was like, whoa. But
speaking on with Weasel,
yeah,
this show left me just feeling like he's how is he a villain? Like, dude got in trouble because cops being cops.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Shooting up the damn place, not giving a fuck about the damn kids. And if they get hit.
The cops did it to Weasel and they did it to Nina.
Man, I'm telling you.
They just killing everybody and turning everybody into bad guys, like unbeknownst.
That's what I'm saying. For this show, technically, I mean, the only true bad guy really is Dr. Phosphorus. I mean, as an antagonist, I'm gonna use the show Luke Cage, second season. When Luke Cage,
you just talking about out of the
just out of
that
them
group, right?
Yeah.
The ones in that group. Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Phosphorus. Well, we gonna come back to Frankenstein. We're gonna come back to that part. But he took over the criminal underworld because the criminal underworld took out his family.
Wait, did he take it over or did he just get rid of it?
He took it over.
He took it over.
He took it over. He killed
that's that dancing part, huh?
Yeah.
That's what that was showing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we seen Batman, what was that, episode 4, episode 5 is when they brought him in. Batman brought him in, but we don't know what his true backstory is. And so I just want to go real fast to Luke Cage on Netflix. At the end of that season, Luke Cage had to make a decision on if he wanted to take over the mob boss's territories so he can have peace in the city. And so we don't know if that is what Dr. Phosphorus was doing in that episode, because guess what? They only show us what they show us. And again, until we got to the 5th episode, nobody knew that most of them was made into monsters.
Yep.
That's right.
Nobody knew that. I mean, and Weasel's story is
it's sad. Okay.
You know what?
One thing I learned,
Nina didn't even do nothing wrong.
Huh?
Nina didn't do nothing wrong but live in the sewers and get caught. She literally didn't do anything.
Nina Skursky, I enjoy her storyline, and when I did some homework on her, I thought we would see a little bit more from her. But I get what they're doing. We need the print. We need the nice person, the person that has some thought process, some common sense to not
they
so
kind of humanize the others.
Yo, because the bride in several episodes, and this was making me mad. In certain episodes, she OP is woo. When she had that fight with Cersei, OP as fuck. When she's fighting Frankenstein, OPS. And then when
you talking about the bride?
The bride, yeah.
Oh yeah.
She been looking like She-Hulk in that mug.
You know what I learned though? You know what I learned? In that show, not good to make friends. Because Nina made friends with G.I. Robot. Then he ends up dying in that episode. And then when the bride finally makes friends with Nina, it appears as though she died in the episode. Because damn it, I don't want to believe she's dead.
Well, G.I. Robot
I do not want to believe she's dead.
Yeah, G.I. Robot. Yeah, he's bad.
G.I. Robot ain't dead. It's like, and so what I also like, well, because we can always bring him back. They just ain't went to the right person yet. Like with Rick Flag.
What do you mean? G.I. Robot?
He's back?
Yeah, he's huge now.
G.I. Robot version 3.
Yeah.
So it's in the last 20 minutes. It's in the last 10 minutes of the last show.
Before the.
Well, that goes what I was gonna say. He ain't dead, but
but her with her different. We don't know exactly what amphibious or fish DNA he put in her. You know, where she could probably hit. She's her anatomy ain't gonna be exactly like humans. Well, we know that for a fact. So it's possible she could survive. Well, I'm holding out the hope. I want her to survive.
Yeah. The only thing we truly know about her throughout the show is that she can't survive without water. So she may have a killer factor.
She has to have water in her lungs.
Right. I mean, with Frankenstein, I don't know how many times he got messed up and came back. The bride, I would say, to me,
the same thing.
To me, the way that they portraying the bride right now is how they portrayed Wolverine throughout the years as the tough character, able to do stuff. We get a lot of focus on the bride, and there's some more powerful characters on the team. Dr. Phosphorus ain't no punk. This mug melted through a tank. They melted through a tank.
Like, just the way the way he shushed that soldier. Like burn his own damn mouth off.
He put up a shield and the bullets burned through the I'm like, how Batman beat him in the comics? Like,
I heard I heard a take earlier where someone was basically talking about how Nina got killed by someone who didn't have powers. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what about Batman? Are you saying all his villains are jokes? Because they get beat by somebody without a power? Oh, man.
How does Batman always beat Clayface? But Clayface, like, did Flag. Like, Flag in time.
Yo, listen. He beat Rick Flag so bad, boy. But he beat that boy. He beat the. I felt like I was watching Omni-Man. I was watching Omni-Man and Mark. He beat the brakes off that dude. I was like, ain't no human surviving this.
Man, that's what I was thinking too.
He had Frankenstein.
That made me think that the Superman movie, because he's supposed to be in the Superman movie, it made me think, okay, so is that supposed to be like before Creature Commandos happens? That's what I was thinking after that Clayface fight, because I'm like, he must got, at least it was better than how his son got done being betrayed, But
to be honest with you, I don't know which one's worse. Clayface was hitting that dude with some haymakers. I mean,
man.
And then listen, when you get your back broken, I have my back broken. I just seen backs get broken, but that looked like that Batman gets back broken right now.
Yeah.
Look, Clayface. Look, this is one of these ones where what I like about James Gunn right now is I'm not into the full gore, all right, but I enjoy this. I don't like for my cartoons to be too gory, but I enjoy it because not the Phosphorus just touching people and cutting them in half. I'm like, he just stomping on brains, and I'm like,
man. And Clayface ain't dead. Ain't no way I'm sitting there, man. There's no way he's dead when they're like, killed this dude. Like, he just left a face there. The rest of him off, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. So to come back to Frankenstein, he a monster. This is what we expect monsters to do. It's like that whole thing when you a tiger. I mean, what do you expect a tiger to do, a lion or a bear? I mean, he was big.
He's more of a monster on the inside than he is on the outside.
Look, this mother be quoting Shakespeare. I'm like, really?
he is like a monster on the inside more than on the outside. Like he is just like demented. Like like the moment you think it makes sense is the moment he's just gonna murk so many people.
Well, I give you. Well,
we would have to wonder when, like around what? Oh wait, it's been at least about around 200 years, huh? That he's been running around. That's right. Because I was gonna say he still has. It's like he has the mind of a child still.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Yeah,
that's the point, and that will be the reason if he was to come into live action that they will have to put him down. That would be the reason because he's just going around like, yo, I got to get to my bride. I'm taking all the moments.
The whole helicopter crew. He murked the old lady. He murked the doctor. He murked he just like
he murked everybody.
Everybody.
Like,
and then he just runs his mouth, and it's just like that mouth running just gets you like, oh wait, well maybe there's something more. And this is like, no, he's just gonna murk everything.
Yeah.
Nothing like it's like a trick. It's like it kind of pulls you in and be like, hey, there's more to this guy. No, he's just gonna kill everything.
Well, hold on now. He didn't kill everything. So when he killed the people, the crew on the airplane, right? Mm-hmm. He paid the pilots.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. We don't know if he killed the Uber driver who took him to the castle. But we do know he took out the old lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like as soon as he wasn't on his team, Flag was time. It's time for Flag to die. Like it's like you don't know when this dude's gonna murk who and when.
Like that's why he gonna be on the team second season. Because if anything, they can always say the bride's leading the team. He gonna be like, oh, I could be closer to her, win her heart. Yeah.
And listen.
She likes you more.
Well, I also want to point out something else too. I think Dr. Frankenstein deserved to get what he got. How you gonna make me a wife and then be over there hidden it? Like how you gonna be over there giving her gifts?
I was thinking
I should have been giving her gifts. Like, I'd have murked him too. He'd been good too.
That was a story of Woody Allen. That's what that was. That's what that was, man.
Oh God!
Man. Yeah. I saw. Yeah, that was a good one. But I was surprised that he didn't kill him right then and there when he saw them. You know, like some D'Angelo back in the day. Yeah, I'm aging myself. That shit damn motherfucker song. Why is you sleeping with my woman? You know what I mean? If you know that song, you know how it ended.
Exactly.
I expected that to happen right away.
DDM Studios is asking a question. Y'all care? You want to answer it? Do you guys think this work is a one-off show more than a part of the bigger universe? I find it weird to start off your universe with that rather than setting up the JL first like the MCU did.
No, this phase is called Gods and Monsters. This first phase, what he's doing is Gods and Monsters. And I honestly believe what because we're gonna see Flag in the Superman movie that it's already set up a Batman villain, you know. And it's James Gunn. He was a part of making that first stage of the MCU. You know what I mean? And one of the most successful parts of the MCU was the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he knows that formula. He's going in because what I used to say with the DCEU, their problem was they were too reactionary. They would sit there like see how like they saw how people reacted to Man of Steel, and then they hurried up what they were going to do. They were supposed to release a solo Batman film before they did Justice League, but because of how Man of Steel, the reaction to that, they like, okay, let's change it up and try to hurry it up to the Batman versus Superman. And it, you know what I mean? They kept changing things based on the reaction of people. Imagine if the MCU decided to change their plans after Thor Dark World. You know what I mean? Things would have been different. Even when people reacted bad to that, MCU was like, hey, we're going to keep doing our plan. We already got this set out how it's going to be. We're going to just do that and they'll get it eventually. You know what I mean? And I think James Gunn is going to, you know what I mean? I just think I think he's taking that mentality because he's giving us characters, one, we're not familiar with, but since we're introduced to characters from like Creatures Commandos, that's how you can do or justify doing the way Superman's going to end up being with Hot Girl, all Mr. Terrific, all these other characters we're going to be interested to, but everybody always want to do a damn origin story first, because it's like, how can we just introduce this character and nobody know who it is? Like, we'll learn eventually. You know what I mean? If the movie's good enough, we'll learn.
I agree with you. I want to add on to some of that.
Yeah.
I see myself here in whatever Earth. I mean, I'm not even on Earth. I'm a multiversal being, right? I've seen shows and universes from all universes. I've seen the X-Men back in 2007. I've seen Superman 1 back in 1980, you know, to now with what we have. I feel strongly, as I always have said, as I'm changing my multiversal channels, all we see is Superman, 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 Batman, 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 Wonder Woman sprinkled here. If you see Superman, you're going to see Lex Luthor, right? If you see Batman, you're going to see the Joker, right? You're going to see the Riddler. You're going to see Penguin. And if you go back through all the years, that's what we see. I'm enjoying the fact of that when I read DC Comics, you know what I'm saying? I came across Frankenstein from time to time. I even came across a GI robot. I even came across was Rick Flag in a couple episodes. But for the rest of them, I know I seen Dr. Phosphorus, but I seen him as Blight on Batman Beyond. That's why I did 2 videos. Hey, check out the shorts. There's 2 videos. There's one about Blight. There's one about Blight is from Batman Beyond, and Dr. Phosphorus is from Batman. But essentially, they're the same character. But anyways, my point being is for us to get a fresh take on what Real Revelation said, some different characters, and also never forget how long it takes to make a film versus how long it takes to put a cartoon together. You know what I'm saying? So the MCU is constantly putting stuff out. Don't forget, we got Image Comics out there putting stuff out. And with that being said, DC need to get something out to I feel like DC need to get something out to keep the interest, because Superman 2025, and then you got Marvel. Marvel, they didn't give us nothing last year. They didn't give us no movies. This year they coming with it, and they coming strong. I mean, Captain America with Red Hulk, and then I went on the casting today because I wanted to see. There are some actors on there. They got the actor's name, but they ain't got who they playing. You see what I'm saying? That's always the catch. And then we got Thunderbolts. And the more I watch Thunderbolts, the trailers, I want to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see how that play out. And then lastly, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people didn't like the what if stories, but I kind of enjoyed them. And the reason why I enjoyed them is because they didn't take the what if and do it outside of the current universe that us multiversal beings are looking into this way. They kept it in the same universe. Like they didn't do too much outside of it. They could have brought in Wolverine, they could have brought in Deadpool, they could have brought in a bunch of other characters, but they kept it within said MCU. So I can't hate on it.
Yeah,
I can't. That's all I got to say on that one.
But also, to answer that too, there is going to be a second season of Creature Commandos.
Yes,
they already said that there is going to be a second season.
And look, it should run until we get tired of it, just like Saturday morning cartoons. It should run until it don't run no more. And this is the great thing about Creature Commandos too. There are so many other monsters that they can bring into it that's in the DC universe.
Yep.
We got werewolf. We got Dracula. We got it's another dude. I can't think of right now. Anyways, we've been talking so much. We ain't heard Midnight Assassin say nothing.
Now I was gonna say, man, I watched Mufasa, and that was a good movie.
Really? We talking about Creature Commandos.
No, I ain't. Creature Commandos, man. Like, dude.
Are we doing a show? Are we doing a show next week?
Wait, what's going on next week?
You always have something going on, celebrity.
No, man, we can do the show next week.
I think the show should be on Who Should Play Storm.
Ooh.
And the reason why, because there's something that's going on right now that the girl from Wicked, I can't remember, Edie something. She's like, I would like to play Storm. I'm like, no.
Like, how could she? Yeah, she wouldn't be able to do that because she already played the character in the MCU.
No, she didn't. The girl who played Wicked.
Wait, and
the
what?
Wicked
Okay. I'm thinking of something else.
Let me get her. And I got a bunch of subjects. Like listen. So I'm watching a show that just came out called, because we about to close up in 3 minutes. Creature Commandos is a great show. Y'all got anything to say? Okay. I'm watching a show that's called On Call right now. Listen, it's about 30 minutes. You don't even know the show is over until it's over. It's doing that. It's called On Call. But anyways, there's a character in there called not a character, it's a woman in there called Lauren Laughlin. All right. She was a part of that thing where those rich parents was paying the colleges to get their kids in.
Lori Laughlin.
Yeah, Lori Laughlin. Okay. But guess what? She back acting, baby. She served her time. She back acting. And so
she went to jail? No.
Well, whatever she did.
And this is On Call.
That was the controversy. Like this, it was a black mom who did the same thing, trying to get her kids into a district, and she went to jail. But then Lori McLaughlin, or whatever her name is, like, Uncle Jason's girl, didn't. She paid to have her kid get into college, and nothing happened.
Well, I'm gonna come back with that because I think some more. But I guess my thing I wanted to say is because she was in a scandal, she still was able to come back and have a job. But here we are with Jonathan Majors. You know what I'm saying? He was in the scandal. The case got dropped, and he still ain't got no work. So that was my thing for me to do.
They ain't give him no apology or nothing.
No, nothing. Yeah. So that's my thing. I just want to bring light to that, and so maybe Storm and then that other one. But yeah. Anyways, those are my ideas. So other than that, this was a great show, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Midnight Assassin, you wanna try?
I'm pulling up on you.
Man, I'm tired. You brother.
Don't you ever disrespect me again. You say I won't there like your daddy.
Come on, man. I tired this belt. Tired. What?
I'm listening to Frankie J, watching my comics.